Two SAP data certifications. The same exam, same format, same clock, same passing bar. Two completely different careers. By the end of this video, you'll know which one is yours. Here they are. One is called simply the Business Data Cloud Certification. The other one carries a job title in its name, Data Architect. The official names and codes are on your screen. And the strange part is real. Both certifications run as one single activity, a scenario-based assessment. Same interface, same clock. I took that whole format apart in my exam format video. Today is about the difference that actually matters. Now, you'd expect SAP to label one of them beginner and the other one advanced. They don't. Both badges carry the exact same level label, intermediate. So the label decides nothing. What decides is the job behind each one. SAP describes the first certification as proof that you can, their words, contribute as part of a project team. The Data Architect certification aims at a different altitude. SAP says it directly. This one is for people who want to operate at senior level. Same label, same exam, two different jobs. When I help staff a data project, I never ask which certificate someone holds. I ask 3 questions. Today I'm asking you the same 3. Answer them honestly, and this decision makes itself. And if you've been going in circles on this, I hear that question in almost every SAP data career conversation. You're not slow. The pages just don't answer it. So let's answer it. If you're building your SAP data skills this year, subscribe. Decisions like this are exactly what I do here. Question 1. What do you want to do all day? Because these 2 certifications train for very different days. The first one lives inside SAP's product world. You learn how to modernize an existing SAP business warehouse landscape. You learn how data products and intelligent applications work. You learn how SAP data gets shared with Databricks. All of it in the context of DataSphere and SAP Analytics Cloud. Concrete product skills, hands on the system. The Data Architect path looks completely different. SAP's own platform is still in there, but it sits inside a much bigger frame. You study the 5 big architecture paradigms: warehouse, lake, mesh, fabric, lakehouse. You study the industry frameworks that architects get measured against. The 2 names are on your screen. You study data strategy. You even study storytelling, how you get a company to actually adopt a data decision. And the course material walks through platforms that are not SAP at all. Databricks, Snowflake, Microsoft Fabric, Google BigQuery. Here is my shortest version of the whole difference. One certifies that you can work the machine. The other certifies that you can decide which machines exist. Keep that sentence somewhere safe. You'll need it again before the end. Question 2. Who do you want to be in the room? Look at who SAP says each one is for. For the first one, SAP's pages list 4 roles: data analyst, consultant, business user, and data scientist. That's the project team, the people who build things, analyze things, use things. The Data Architect certification names exactly one role: architect. And when SAP spells out who they mean, the list is basically the leadership floor of a company. Data architects, enterprise architects, analytics and business intelligence leaders, and the people who make the technical calls. And now my favorite detail in this entire comparison. I went through the Data Architect course list, and one unit made me smile. This is a technical certification path, and SAP built a full unit into it called Communicating Data Value, a leadership guide for data architects. A leadership guide, inside a tech certification. That's SAP telling you out loud, this one is not about clicking. This one is about standing in front of people and carrying the decision. Their marketing even calls this track a path to becoming a, quote, high-impact leader. Their words, not mine. But for once, the marketing matches the course list. So let me ask, which room do you actually want to be in? The build or the boardroom? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Question 3. Where are you standing right now? Because here's the part almost everyone misreads. Watch the numbers. The foundational path. 4 courses, listed at over 9 hours. The Data Architect path. 2 courses, listed at over 4 hours. Yes, the senior certification has the shorter learning path. And no, that does not mean it's easier. The short path is short because it assumes you've already climbed the stairs below it. Look at the fine print. The Data Architect journey lists a prerequisite, the introduction course from the foundational path. And the first architect course expects you to bring familiarity with enterprise architecture and data governance on top of that. So the order isn't my opinion, it's built into the catalog. The architect journey stands on the foundational one, not a recommendation, a prerequisite, which means if you're standing at the very beginning, unsure, that is your answer. Foundational first, not as a consolation prize, as the way the path is built. Now, the part neither certification page says out loud. 3 things before you spend money on either one. First, the honest one. A certification signals commitment. It doesn't replace anything. The job comes from what you've actually built. The certificate just makes people look at your work sooner. That's me talking, from the staffing side of the table, not SAP. Second, the expiry clock. Both certificates are valid for 12 months. You extend by passing a short assessment every year, but those assessments only exist inside an SAP Learning Hub subscription. No subscription? Then the only way to stay certified is to retake the full exam. Every single year. If that surprises you, you're in good company. It's the first thing people ask under SAP's own community threads. Third, the buying structure, deliberately the structure, not the price tags. That's the part that decides. You can buy the exam as 1 attempt, as 2 attempts, or as 6. The 2-attempt package comes with 10 hours of hands-on practice system access. And you can buy an exam without a Learning Hub subscription. The subscription question only returns when you want to stay certified. Which brings us back to the sentence I asked you to keep safe. Time to say it back. Out loud, if you're alone, quietly counts too. If your sentence is, I want to work the machine, the Business Data Cloud certification is yours. If your sentence is, I want to decide which machines exist, the Data Architect certification has your name on it. The codes are on your screen. And if you just tried both sentences and neither one came out with conviction, then you don't have a certification problem, you have a starting point. Foundational first. SAP routes you there anyway, and now you know why. So, which one is yours? At the start of this video, that was a trick question. 2 names, same exam, same label. Now it's just a question. You know what you want to do all day. You know who you want to be in the room. You know where you're standing. That's the whole answer. If this is the year you pick one, subscribe. There are more decisions like this ahead, and I'd like you to walk into every one of them prepared.